Hey everybody, it's Junkyard here, and yes, I know I'm throwing something a little bit different on my homepage here due to the fact that I have a friend in the room. We have WoodysGamertag. Woody, say hello, please.
Hey, yeah, it's Woody, the unexceptional gamer. Hey, guys.
Well, primarily, I am trying to always find something a little bit different to add to our page due to the fact that I get a lot of vlogs on here, which, again, my page is a lot different than a lot of other commentators. Woody, I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
And primarily what all my machinima, all my videos, and all my gameplay is usually and always going to be on Machinima Respawn. But at the same time, I know you guys love watching gameplay, so I figured here's a great opportunity to let you guys know how I talk to and befriend other commentators out there. And by all means, I wanted to bring Woody on. So, Woody, my friend, I figured I'm not sure what we're going to talk about, but we'll figure out something. But I figured let's start out with age.
Oh, boy. Yeah, a lot of guys don't know how old I am. I get a lot of guys who think that I'm in my 20s or maybe still in college, but I'm not. I'm like full-fledged grown-up. I'm 37 years old, wife, kids, mortgage, like career, the whole 9 yards.
Now, how long have you been married?
Oh, so I got married in 96, which would be 14 years, and we dated for 4 years before that.
Very cool. See, if you guys don't know myself, I'll be 45 years old this year. So
nice.
I know my birthday is easy to remember. It's 9/11, so it's easy to remember.
Good deal. Hey, do you think age hurts your gaming?
You know what? When it comes to, I'm gonna have to say yes a little bit, due to the fact that I tend to find that my reactions are not as quick as they used to be. Definitely the hand-eye coordination. Mentally, I still feel that it's there, and I can do a good job when I do my gaming and that such. But the fact that the kids nowadays literally grow up with these controllers in their hand, it's just like inbred it.
Yeah, so that ties into what I was thinking too. I don't think age hurts my gaming. I don't think being 37 is a disadvantage for working an Xbox controller. People say reactions are slow, but what I actually think it is that the younger guys are just extremely good on the stick, right? They've had this controller in their hand. They played Halo 1, 2, and 3. Now they're in college, and they just have so much time in first-person shooters or in games in general that they're outstanding with the controller. And I try to compensate somewhat by, controlling engagement using tactics and things like that don't require, laser beam lock-on targeting. But, it's not, I don't think it's being 37 that makes it, difficult to keep up with guys. I think that, just getting good on the stick is something that these guys have been honing since the Xbox or the PS2 came out.
Exactly, and that's just it. I mean, for example, on sensitivity, I try to up my sensitivity a little bit, and I just don't know how they control it. What are you running your sensitivity at?
I run at 4. So I remember when I first put on 10, it was in COD 4. I threw on 10, and what was the big map? Was it Creek? The big map from the bonus pack in COD 4, do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. I put it on, and I could hardly walk around with my sensitivity at 10. Now, I threw it on again more recently, and I can play at 10 now, but I'm better at 4. So,
and I've noticed I usually run around with 3. As of late, I have thrown on 4 because I've been doing trying to do a little bit more rushing, so I've been running around with the UMP, and I find I am able to turn corners quicker with the UMP, but then when I went ahead and threw on a M16, for example, since it's that burst shot, I dropped it. I could not do it at 4. I couldn't keep it stable enough to keep my whatever it is, the ice
target. And the M16 and the SPAs are punishing for bad shots, right? Like the SPAs kills fast. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. SPAs. And but the SPAS 12, the shotgun that's the pump action. If you missed your first shot, good luck staying alive. It's tricky. You can bob and weave and go prone and do whatever it takes, but the odds are against you. You got to survive a gunfight while that thing puts the next shell in the chamber. And the FAMAS and the M16 to a lesser extent are the same way. If you miss your first shot and that guy has, say, a fully auto ACR, then it's a challenge.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It really is. And I mean, gosh, fortunately, I got excited because I do have a gameplay going up where I was just in the zone on the spaz, and you'll see it. But it was, I just don't know how these kids run around with 10 sensitivity. I mean, so many of my friends, as far as on Xbox, do just that, and it blows me away.
Yeah, like you, because I have a YouTube channel, I've met a lot of people who are super good at this game, and these guys can roll on 10 sensitivity as if it were easy, as if it were no big deal, and just lock on target without any trouble.
And that's some of the comments that we get. I don't understand why you can't do it. It's so easy for me.
But on the other thing, it's not the end-all be-all. Like, if you watch the pro gamers, they don't roll at 10 sensitivity. These guys are at 4 also. So, I wonder what they've discovered that, that the guys who just rock in pub matches haven't.
And that's why I say, you know what, I'm just having fun.
There you go.
So, well, about fun, besides obviously gaming and video gaming, what else do you do out there to keep yourself busy?
You probably leading into the ice hockey thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit beforehand. Turns out we're both ice hockey players.
I have as well. I don't play anymore, but I used to play ice hockey a lot when I was a kid, and then when I was in my 30s, I said, you know what? I want to start playing hockey again, and I did for about 5-6 years, and then after a while, I just got tired of waking up at midnight to go play, because that's when we had the free ice time, midnight to 2 a.m.
Oh, that's rough. We had better time than that. It was mostly all Sunday afternoon, but the late game was at 11, and it was an hour from here, so you play from 11 to 12. You'd probably driving home by 12:30, get home at 1:30, and then I'm not ready for bed. I've just played ice hockey. It's on nights like that, I wouldn't actually fall asleep till 3 and 4 a.m. And that's the life of hockey. People don't know, but ice time is a really precious thing. And
right.
If you're say a high school team, then usually you lock in some really nice hours, like 4 p.m. every day after school. But if you're just like a men's league guy, then you often play late at night.
And that's what I was doing. And lots of times I did that during the work week. And I was just like, I just can't do this anymore. And I haven't even opened my ice case in a long time. But I know my wife sees it in the basement every once in a while. Are you going to get rid of this stuff, or is it just going to stay here and collect dust?
But I like it, though. It's so let's see. I work in IT, and I have a family, and everything in that little section of my life is smooth and friendly and happy. And I like, the guys who want to hit me. I like, the guys who say "fuck you" as a term of endearment, and my guy friends, the locker room, the that fun stuff. So.
Now, how often do you get to play now?
Once a week.
Very cool.
Sundays.
Very, very cool. Excellent. So, what's your anything else? You're in Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah, not the most competitive ice hockey league, but maybe that's better.
See, one thing, me being in Colorado, as far as not having the energy to go skate around the ice anymore, one thing I find myself doing a lot is going fishing, and I love fishing, and we got some great streams and great blue water fishing, which is basically I should say blue ribbon fishing, where we have some great stuff like that. Do you ever get out and do any fishing or anything like that?
Hardly ever. I mean, we went deep sea fishing a summer or two ago, but fishing's not really my thing. I'm that guy who gets someone else to put the bait on the hook.
Well, there you go. Now, how many kids do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I have 2. I have a girl and a boy, 11 and 7.
Oh, now as far as ages, who's the older one?
The girl.
Now, is is either one of them into video gaming?
They both play. So more so lately, my boy than my girl. And it's funny. He plays this third-person shooter from Looney Tunes, and he's good. He's got this real evasive style. You can't predict where he's heading. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me. He goes to the high ground and grabs the power weapons, and he knows the maps. And I'm like, holy smokes! I didn't know you could do this. But, yeah, he'll be a Halo player someday, perhaps.
Very cool. See, I got 2 girls, and they don't game much at all. My youngest one loves playing Dead or Alive 2, and I don't know if you know that game or if you've seen it, but I ended up turning that on. I walked in and watched her playing, and they have some girl volleyball players there that are like, Wow, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and record one of these games of mine.
You can't go too wrong with girl volleyball players. In my house, one of the big things going on right now is Lego Potter. No, what am I trying to say? Harry Potter Lego came out, the Lego version of that game. And my wife, when these games comes out, she gets borderline addicted to it until she just consumes everything and grabs every achievement and trophy you can find. So she's limiting herself, just like I do with Modern Warfare, to playing at night. Come 9 p.m., she turns it on and starts breaking Legos and discovering what's out there.
Well, very cool. And that's what's so much fun, just finding all those different games. And I wish my kids or my wife or anybody, but I'm a loner when it comes to video games in this house, and I just deal with it.
I get sucked in. So, even though we talked about not being great on the stick, I am the best in my house. So whenever Ratatouille has to make these ridiculous jumps from like the top of a bottle to another, they hand it off to me, and I beat the hard parts for him.
Very cool. Well, hey, we are getting down to, fortunately, again, my page, I could upload a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but we are coming down towards the end. So I cannot thank you enough for finding some time in your busy schedule these days. I'm glad you had some time off to come and talk to me a little bit today and share some information with my subscribers.
Very good. Thanks for having me on, man.
All right, Woody, take care, and I will talk to you, and we will game soon.
Very good.
All right, good deal.
Hey, so make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about this. And if you haven't had a chance to watch yesterday's video, here you go. Click on the screen. Needless to say, keep gaming.